let's try again. There you go. I'll get the hang of this YouTube one day. God. Sorry about that, everyone. We'll get in the swing of it. Right, this is a new stencil I've just made. I'm going to cut that out on my bandsaw in a moment. I just needed to... Hi Ray, sorry about that. I went on the wrong channel. And I am waiting for Tim. Tim was... you know, one of those days when you think everything's going to be right and then it didn't go very well. And then all of a sudden I got this. So I'm waiting for Tim. Tim will be here in a moment. And I've got the... isn't that wonderful? Got a little note from him. TLC. So he will be here, I'm sure. He's here all the time. Wonderful, Ray. Has a good wife. Yeah, it's wonderful. Really cheered me up, that did. There's the one that I made, stencil, yesterday. This is another one. It's for this craft fair that I'm doing. So I'm going to cut this out with the bandsaw. All out around the outside, you know what I mean. Then I'm going to cut this with my scroll saw inside here. But what I was trying to do yesterday was, and I forgot all about it, was my brand. I've got a brand here. So, there it is. I bought one and it was too big. Now I've bought this one. And I think this one's too small, but this was the first one that I got. And it takes too much heating up and you can't get it level. Look at the difference there. See those? What I'm going to have to do is try it. So, and it's like a little brand. So first of all, I'm going to try and put one there. I have tried over here, but I haven't had much success yet. Let's have a go. Quite boring, I know, but we've got to do these things, haven't we? You never know when it's ready to push onto the piece of wood. Have you ever tried branding anything? Yeah, oh, you've got one. Yeah, it's you have a go with it. It's really difficult. Really difficult to get it right. I bought the big one and I just gave up with it. I'll give this a go in a sec. That should be enough, shouldn't it? Watch now, I've said it's really difficult. You watch this work. Hopefully it does. Right, let's just try it there. That's just come up. That's too much. I mean, that's getting better, isn't it? Right, so I think I need to do a sacrificial one on here. And then I think that's ready now. So let's try on here. Right, so there's a happy medium. Okay. So you've got to get your piece of wood ready. And then what you need to do is have something sacrificial like this, or that one worked perfectly there. That one was a disaster. So I'm getting more like it. Okay, well, let's try with the big one. Tim! I'm very well, Tim. I knew you'd be here in a moment, and that's wonderful. Guess what I got today, Tim? Guess what I got today? Let's thank you properly. Let's see if I can... hopefully I'm in the picture here. Hopefully. I've been waiting. I've just been speaking to Ray about it. And look what I got. Wonderful. That's going up on my board. I'm going to keep it over there. So I bumped my head the other day. So that's come all the way from you. Here's my little note, which I think the world of. If I've inspired anybody, it's wonderful. And now what I need to do is turn this round. And hopefully these are easy to peel off. I'm going to spend about 10 minutes doing it. Well, I'm going to spend 10 minutes doing it because it means the world to me. Let's hopefully my nails aren't that bad. I think they are. I should have learnt this from past experiences. You should always peel the back a little bit before you start doing this. But I forgot all about it. I haven't had a sticker in ages. Absolutely ages I haven't had one. But this is a very proud moment when I can get the... There we go, we're getting there. I've got it. And here you are. And where would you like to go? There's my board, and it's quite empty. Would you like to go beside Grumpy? Beside Grumpy there. Would you like to go above Grumpy? Beside Caleb? Beside Perry? I think there would be better, wouldn't it? That's quite central. Are you happy with it there, Tim? Let me put it there. Cool. Next to Grumpy then. Sorry, this is going to go black a moment. I'll put you nice and next to Grumpy. So you're smack bang in the middle. That's good glue. Good glue. There you are forever in England. Tim's List Creations. Anybody who hasn't seen him, he's fantastic. He does some wonderful work. Very talented. like all of the people there. Anyway, let's get on with the what we're doing today. Isn't that wonderful, Ray? Isn't that wonderful? Right. So, I'm not going to do that brand anymore. That was a disaster, that one. That one was okay. They're not fantastic. They're all right, but they're not the answer to anything, really. Just a bit of an expensive novelty. I think I'll get that. Are you very welcome, Tim? Thank you very much. Means nothing without people like you. If I can help somebody and inspire one person, I'm happy. I'm over the moon. I've inspired somebody as talented as you. This is my next thing I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that out anyway. I've explained all that. That's simple, isn't it? That's a stencil. Similar to that, I'm going to make some bird feeder tables. So that's my next project. I've actually stamped this one. If I can stamp them like that, it's not very clear though, is it? It's not very clear at all. And once you do it, anyway. And these are the pieces of wood that I'm going to do them on. So I'm going to use these pieces of wood. It's dried out a little bit. It's not perfectly dry, but I'll just put the stencil on top of there, like so. And what I have found out is because these are 150 millimeters across, they never are. Once they're I don't know why they advertise it as that. They're probably not 20 millimeters wide, deep either. They say they're 150 millimeters by 20. In fact, let's measure that. It's 145 across by 20, yeah. In fact, 21. And that's 100 and, in fact, that's 140, isn't it? That's closer to 140. Right. Yeah, that's close to 140. Or have I've cut one of the edges off there, haven't I? No, I haven't. I'm going mental. Anyway, they're not actually the size they say they are. Right, so I'm not going to be making one of those today. I'm going to be making the bird feeder. And I'll cut that the same size as the plank, so it's 145. I'm going to do it like that at the top. Anyway, first job is first, and I'm going to cut this out. So I must put my face mask on because this is old floorboard. You know, the what's it called? The floorboards on your floor. Laminate flooring. That's what these are. They're the old planks which I've got left over from doing the flooring downstairs, and I thought I'll use those for this because they're never going to be used again for that, and other than throwing them away. But they are like MDF on the back, so I'm going to take you over to the bandsaw. Don't worry, you won't miss a thing. But let's in fact, I'm going to put it onto that table, you know. I think that will go on there quite well. quite a big table, that router table. Router. Yep, that actually fits on there. And that will be out the way of me, so I can... Okay, let's swap you over to this. God, I've got that many bits of equipment. I suppose you need it, don't you, really? Hopefully you can see. The thing is, it's that high, that is. I can't... leave that to settle down a second, and hopefully you can see that what I'm doing. I'll put my face mask on while I'm waiting. I've got one there. That's quite a good picture, actually. I'm shocked. Hi John, how are you, buddy? I've just had a mail through, and it's Tim's wonderful sticker. Right, let's get this cut out. Sorry about the noise, but it's not that noisy, this machine. Easy peasy. I know what you're going to say, you're not even going on the lines, but doesn't matter, I'm thereabouts. Hi Billy, how are you, buddy? Right, so you get the piece of wood then like that, and eventually I'm going to mark it out, so onto there. First things first, I need to cut out these segments. So I've got to do that on my scroll saw, and I've just realised I'm showing you nothing because it's still on the bandsaw. Let's start again. Right. So that's what I've cut out. You've just seen me do it. First part of the stencil. This is the piece of wood that I'm going to be putting it onto. So you put it down like that, put it to the top, to the side. Then I'm going to be obviously drawing out the stencil. I've just got to cut these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces out. So what I'm going to have to do there is actually swap this blade, because I did that yesterday. It's just sorry about the close-up of my face. And then so I think we can. Oh, there's a. That's the one I was looking for yesterday. Never mind, I'll remember that's in there now. Anyway, let's get the actual blade that I wanted, which are in here. And these are very fine, number 4. Look how fine they are. So we'll use one of those. It's only for this stencil. John's saying I can clean up the scroll saw cutting with my Dremel. Yes, you can. Also, as well, I use that 1-inch sander. That's obviously in my shed. We'll put this into here. That's a wonderful little handy pocket there on the side of the scroll saw. Excuse me. Surprises me they thought of that and then they didn't connect the actual light to the mains. Hi Suzanne, how are you? We're just doing little things. I'm quite sure the blade goes like that, so let's move that out of the way. Stick my head in the way for a moment. In fact, this little light will we'll use that. So there, so use it. I've forgotten how the teeth go up or down. Oh well, we'll soon find out when it doesn't cut. Okay. We'll soon find out when it doesn't cut. Right, let's see what we've done now. And this is that's quite a good aerial view actually. I'm quite impressed with that. I keep messing about these cameras and I'm getting there slowly, aren't I? Bit of light on there. Wow, look at that. Actually see what I'm doing. What I'm going to have to do is drill these holes out, so not a big problem. And this is another stencil I'm doing. You watched yesterday, Suzanne. I'm just going to have to stand up a moment and drill these out. Let's speed it up a bit. Gosh, that's not very sharp, is it? I'll possibly get away with a bigger drill. I don't know what's happened to that. That's about as sharp as a slug. Right, let's get on to this one. That's better. And I know what I've in the past I've done it and then I've cut this off here and then glued it back on, which is the fastest way to do it, because doing this with the scroll saw on those pieces of wood is very difficult. But it's all trial and error at the moment, and I do want to be quite rapid at doing it rather than it to take all day. Now that I want to try and sell some and make some money. Hopefully this will cut. We'll soon see. It looks like it's going to work. Let's put this blower down so it blows the dust away. And it doesn't have to be that accurate. You obviously want it to be half decent, but they literally are just like little guidelines. For my the finished product will all revolve around how good this is, but I can always alter things. This is a stencil. Don't forget, if anybody new here, hit the subscribe, it costs you nothing. And for those of you that are here, hit the like button because you know that costs you nothing as well. Gosh, that's gone through quite a way. I don't think the bottom part is holding on very much. Oh God, no, not at all. It's just come off. Right, let's put this blade on better. That's what happens when you rush to put the blade on. You end up doing it twice. Anything I do and I rush to do it, I end up doing it twice. And the only time that's any good is when you're drinking beer. Rush the first one down and you end up drinking two. Oh, is Amy Jo poorly? Oh dear. It's what's wrong with her? What's wrong with her, Billy? What's wrong with Amy Jo? She'll be up and running around before you know it. I'm glad AJ's feeling better. Being ill is not enjoyable. No, it's not. Oh, flu. I've had the flu injection. I have to have the flu injection because of my heart. Because I had a heart attack when I was 38. Which was, no one was expecting that. But anyway, I'm 58 now, so they fixed me pretty good. Put a stent into my heart. And I have the flu jab to stop any complications, which I don't mind. Small thing to have to do when you're alive. Forget the blower. Always forget the blower. Okay, another bit done. Tim saying I'm urged to get the vax because of diabetes and age. Is anything to do with your spelling as well, Tim? Only joking. Predictive text. Okay, predictive text. It's one of the worst things they invented, that predictive text. I check everything before I put it on. I just know it's not going to say what you want it to. That'll do for that. And do you think I should use my noise cancelling? I'm going to use it because it's not very nice you're hearing, is it? So let's get this rigged up. It only takes a second. Plug that into your phone. Right, I just need a thumbs up when you can hear the sound, and hopefully I'll get that, and I'll carry on doing this one, and you'll hear the difference in the noise. Tim usually gives me the thumbs up. I don't ever get back. I don't trust it. No. Is this the small woodlot? Hello there. Is the noise cancelling working? Hopefully it is. Can you hear my voice though, Billy? Cool. That's the idea of the noise cancelling. It blocks out the noise of the saw, and you can hear my voice. So you don't get annoyed by the noise of the saw, really. And you can hear me cough as well when I cough. Excuse me. Let's release the pressure off there, then release there. Just don't do a Dellen. What's Dellen? What's do a Dellen? What did Dellen do? Cool. Oh, good. You're good, Roy. Right, and this is what I've decided to do now, make stencils with these, which is, I'll try not to, Billy. Not promising. I'll be watching the rugby tonight. Ireland versus France.
Don't know if any of you are interested in the rugby. I suppose it's similar to your American football, I think. Just they don't have any pads at all, or any helmets, or they have scrum caps. They have scrum caps, and they also have tape. Usually have tape to keep their ears on, but in the scrum. But they still get bashed about a bit. Has anybody ever watched rugby? Suzanne saying she's never had any flu vax and never got either. Thank you, Tim. This is not really intricate. That's when I'm doing the more intricate stuff. I'm going to finish that off as well. See? I'm going to put the spoon into there. That's a bit more intricate. And that's what they end up looking like, which is very satisfying at the end. See? They call those love spoons. Wow, small woodlot. I played it once with a broken back. Oh dear. Suzanne, have you played rugby? Wow. Fair play to you. Go for it. One of our sons played rugby for Irish Exiles, and he said some of the worst, the toughest, not the worst, the toughest, some of the toughest opponents he ever played against were women. And I said, never underestimate a woman. Softball and dance for me. That's it. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood. Oh, sorry, I misunderstood you. Well, you said you played rugby. England have a women's rugby team. You ought to watch it sometime. Be an experience for you. Right, so that was in high school when life was better. Things we did before becoming seagoing bellhops. Don't know what that really means, sorry. I'm sitting down at the moment because my leg's been playing up. I went to the doctor and he said that I've damaged my hamstring. That's why my leg was playing up. But there you go. Whether that's to do with being old or what, but I don't mind getting old. The alternative's not very good. Right, so there we go. The stencil. This is the new stencil for the Tree of Life bird feeding table, which I'm not going to build today. But all you do then is, obviously, you've got the stencil. Straighten it up as much as you possibly can. Then try and find the pen that you've lost. Which is never easy, is it? Not to worry. You know how to trace around the stencil. I'm not going to insult your intelligence. Let's put that little burner away. And Lon Chaney is the best werewolf ever. Oh, where did that come from? Right path, I did. Oh, before joining the US Marines. Fair play to you. Right. And this was another project I was going to do. This is a bandsaw box. I need to. I need to sort that out. Against the fence. In fact, that will do. I'll do that another time. In fact, where's my pen? I like the way I ask you as if you know. God, I'm rubbish at. I'll tell you what, this room was wonderful. And then it's filled up with so much stuff. Can't believe how much stuff you require in such a short time. Right, let's Ocean House, Watch Hill, Rhode Island. Ocean House. Anybody been there? Hopefully that's it. There you go. Hello, Mike. Suzanne, it turns out I'm staying true to form. Slipped on ice, didn't fall. Slipped 2 discs and another fracture in my back due to tightening muscles. I've just gone through all that. And the one that was the worst with me was trying to understand that it takes a lot longer to heal when you're privileged to live for this long. And I'm not old by any stretch of the imagination, but a lot of people have passed away. One thing's for sure, it's not a rehearsal. Anyway, I don't mind walking in snow, but not ice. Do you know what I've heard a few times, Billy? And people do it here. And I heard a really strange one the other day, and it makes sense. But people here put socks over their shoes, and that gives them a little bit more grip on ice. If you put socks over your shoes. And another one I heard the other day, which makes really good sense, is if you are to walk on ice, walk like a penguin. I know you're going to be, you'd look quite strange, but you look even worse when you're on your backside. So that's just something I heard the other day. Icy hot Epsom salt bath and heating pad helps, but it's a process. That's true, Mike. You know, I wake up in the morning now, I'm 58, and I'm just, one, I'm glad to be awake, and the two, I'm wondering which bit of you hurts the most that day. And you don't know if you, that's a good point actually. You don't know if you're getting used to it or if it's studied sneakers. Yeah. Well, you can get the proper snowshoes, can't you? They look like tennis rackets, for want of a better word. Let's put this on there. Let's get this cut, get it glued up. Um, the reason I'm doing it on the bandsaw is, and I learned yesterday, hopefully this bit's dry enough. Hopefully. because yesterday I had a disaster with the bandsaw blade getting stuck in here. So let's tape it together. Pull that down like that. Let's just rip it off so it's really difficult to get the edge. No, so it wasn't bad luck. I wouldn't have any at all. Okay, start again. Not again. Good God. What's happening? I think this one edge is been bashed about. Oh, is that glued? Oh dear. I think this might not be. Oh well, I'm going to have to go steady. Okay, that's enough for that on that bit. Let's go there. Who goes there? Heard that for ages. Okay, let's end that there. Press down on there. Let's fold that over so it's not so difficult next time. And where's the pen gone? Probably put it back in the box and I've lost it. Right, there it is. So there we're going to right, so we're good there. I'll just do that while I can. Sit back down again because my back's hurting again. Oh. Happy belated birthday, Pat. Wife handed me a birthday gift on the morning of the 3rd and said it needs to last 2 to 3 years, 100-cup coffee pot for work. Happy birthday. 58, same age as me. 58. 58, the new 40, apparently. Right, let's cut this. There we go. I'm going to swap you over to my bandsaw again. And that's why I can't do it with the scroll saw, because I have to do two at the same time. And it ends up being very what deep? Is it too deep for the scroll saw? Is that, hopefully that's gone straight onto the. Yeah, you'll see that. Right then. Start at the beginning. I'm only going steady because yesterday I made a mistake of trying to rush and it didn't go well. That's all I'm going to say at that. Didn't go well. Okay, let's cut the corner off first. Now I think I'm going to do, because I'm going to learn from yesterday's mistake, I'm going to cut that off there. I know that looks a bit mad, but if you see yesterday's video, you'll see why it ended up that way. Let's just try and draw my pen line on there just from the other side. The beauty of this is it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, but it has to be thereabouts. Right, that's okay. I'll put that to one side. Now I'll cut these out. You still see what I'm doing? hopefully. Right, so I'm going to stop that for a moment. Need to rest my leg. Cut out the tree trunk parts at the moment. The branches, sorry. Which you can see a little bit better. And that is quite quick, but my leg's killing. See what people are saying. Jumping from planes is no good for your knees. Mike and Billy, if you only know some of the things I'm getting into. Let's just say that the Marine Corps bailed me out of the pine box. Uncle Sam had won him back. Right, it's fight through the pain, and let's just cut these last two bits out. After all, it's only pain. Oh, let's go for it. That's where I made my mistake yesterday, so I'm not going to make that same mistake again. Leaf cut. Mad, isn't it, what you find therapeutic? Probably looks a bit strange to all you, like me doing it like that. But I did get the blade stuck yesterday, and I'm very wary of it now. Right, so that's that. Stop that now. I can take that out of there. I can put that on there. And I can sit down and enjoy the pain in my, yeah, slow and steady wins a race. Takes true talent to get a bandsaw blade. Well, I managed it yesterday. God, I managed it. Right, so that's the way I've decided I'm going to do these. I know it looks a bit mad, and I cut the top bit off, but because I've cut them off like that, what I can do is I can stick them back on. So let's try and achieve that there. There's the bottom one. This is the top one. And the way I do that is with the super glue. So let's see that. That's going to be the bird feeder, and that's a stencil. So I've got two stencils now. And then you put the roof on there. You'll see in a bit anyway. I'm going to carry on until my battery runs out or there's nobody watching. Whatever comes first. Right, so I've got some super glue in here. I've got the accelerator. It's like a two-part super glue. And this is the accelerator, activator, accelerator, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. Snap the end of my stick off. Let's see how much is left in this pot. It was stuck on my arm yesterday. It was a comedy show yesterday. change there then. Every day is like a comedy with me. Telling you. Right, so we'll put that there for a moment. We'll spray this activator onto there. We'll try and get it somewhere near where we want it. Press it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. One done. One to do. We go again. Great stuff. And I really did cut my finger quite badly with the flex cut carving jack 2.0. Straight through my finger. Went to the hospital, and you know what they use? Super glue. Super glue and stitches. I thought, good God, if I'd have known that, I could have done that at home. The stencils are the laminate flooring. You know the laminate flooring that you put on your floor? Just that. It's like MDF, laminate coated. That's all it is. Because I thought I'm never going to use that again. So, rather than waste it and throw it in the bin, I'm going to use it. And then with this wood, then I'm going to use a piece like that. Put that either side. I'm going to change this one, and I'm going to put those on there. 1 inch in. So there's a little edge there. I think. Might do them flush. Not sure yet. But I know this stuff. I leant on it yesterday. It stuck my arm. Never mind, you don't know about that. So, don't know what to do for the best here. Yes, got the road rash. You went on. Not keeping up with the conversation, sorry. I'm concentrating. Looks better actually. And, do you know, I think that looks better, that size. Oh no, because of that. We'll put that in there. Right. So the roof is going to be, I'm thinking this bit is the roof. Let's give that a brush off. That's going to be like that. would be wonderful. So we'll put that to one side for a moment. Put that over there. And we'll put the roof together. Oof. So I need some glue. Let's just take that edge off there. Just use that knife. Okay, that's done that. Can use it that way. That looks nice. Right, we'll use this Gorilla Glue. We'll go like so. You don't need as much as I thought you did. Okay, that's cool. Now what I need to do is just drill that quickly and put a couple of screws in. I don't need a very big drill at all for that, but I do need one. And what happened yesterday was the run out the accelerator for the glue, try spraying 90% alcohol instead. Oh gosh, I'm not going to be spraying that. If I've got any of that, I'll be drinking it. Only joking. Right. No, I've lost. It's not like me, is it, to lose anything? Good God, where's that gone? Fact. Oh, that's the rubbish on this. There it is, nice and safe, hidden behind all that. Right, get 2 screws. Wonderful. There you go, there's the roof. Now what I need to do now is wipe that glue off there. In fact, take that off. Wipe it off properly. Put that back for next time. Nice and clean. Right, so now I need to take this down to 8 inches because the roof is 10 inches and I wanted an inch. Screw on the loose, yeah, something like that. And screw loose, fell out and gone away. I never found it. Anyway, it's good to be able to laugh at yourself, isn't it? Just join in with everyone else. Right, let's take this down to 8 inches. And we'll there's my set square, speed square, whatever you want to call it. There it is. Right, so 8 inches is there. As I've said before, it's nothing accurate. In fact, I'm wondering if those would be long enough for the. I might even try that. Let's just cut this quick. I'm not going to change the camera. That might do actually. We cut that in half while the going's good. And if I can't use it, it doesn't matter, but at least I've tried not to waste it. Hate wasting things. Okay, that might be the way to go. Right, let's leave that for a moment. There's the roof, there's the two sides, hopefully. Hopefully. And these are the two ends. So pick the two ends that you really want. I'm going to say those two. I want facing outwards. Those. Something like that. So now what I need to do is screw those onto there. So let's just go for it today. I'm not in the mood. I'm in a bit of pain. I really wanted to Show everybody my sticker that Tim sent me. How many miles are you from me, Tim? It was quite quick getting here, wasn't it? In the end. Sometimes it's like snail mail, but that was really rapid. Felt that move across a little bit there. Not to worry. We can sort it out. In fact, I should glue that as well, shouldn't I? There's the answer to that. Wonderful. Don't forget, if you're new here, subscribe. Costs you nothing. We have a great community here. And the more the merrier. Everybody will make you feel welcome. And you'll probably end up with more subscribers. Gosh. Small wood lot. I'm going to, because you sound like my sort of chap. Press it again, you'll have a wrench like everybody else. I know we call them spanners here in England. I wasn't sure if the base commander was more proud or pissed that I didn't opt out and continued training up to graduation. Right, we're going to put some glue on here. In fact, let's see if these work like I thought they might. And I'm going to leave them like that because I want a little bit of a gap for the rain. Because everybody knows it rains a lot in England. Going to put those on like that with a little bit of a gap. So let's pull that to the edge. Put a little clamp on. Couple of screws, that'll be plenty. Cause that's meaty enough. That. And that's just what I didn't want to happen. That's just broken. Never mind. We can fix it. That's my own fault for being complacent and just being complacent. There you go. And what we'll do is we will spin that round to there, and we'll learn by it. And I'm going to glue it on with the Gorilla Glue. Like so. And this Gorilla Glue is wonderful stuff, and it dries wood colour. It's no joke, it does, because I've tested it. So what I need to do here is drill it first. I don't want to drill it too wide, which is what I've done before. Let's put that back because I'm starting to lose everything. There's a drill. I end up buying packs of 5. I've got 5 of these. I've got 2 left. That's about that. Bearded Viking, hello, how are you? Let's go in a bit with that. They are a bit long, actually. We'll see what happens. That's made difference. That's what I was saying to you before. Yeah, it's broken again. Oh God. Right, let's alter this. I think this is going to keep happening. What I'm going to have to do is leave that screw out, put it there, clamp it and leave it. And then I'm going to have to use a I might even be using the wrong end of the wood, so I don't know what's going to happen here, but let's see what happens. Let's put that onto there. Good job it's only a bird feeder, isn't it, for your garden? But I still want it to look half decent. I'm going to end up clamping this and leaving it, unfortunately. Not the end of the world, but there you go. About the American military, I don't know much about that. I know about the English one, British. All that's in the past. Right, put that down there for a moment. I'm going to do that. I'm going to come back to that in a bit later. Let's put that out the way, that little drill. Right, so there's my two stencils that I'm using. I'm going to use my vacuum cleaner, get rid of some of this rubbish. Let's tidy all this rubbish away. Rid of some of this rubbish. lid off there again, and let's go give it a wipe. Good stuff. Matt carves. Well, Matt, you know, I'm in Hereford, where they're based, not far from where your parents are, I think, Matt. They in Ross on Wye, Forest Dean. I'm in Hereford, so it's not Credden Hills where they're based. I flew them before military. Crop dusting, and my driver's license was aviation. Right, let's get on with this. There's my two stencils anyway. That's what I've achieved with them at the moment. Doing another bird feeder. So we need to make that drill hole a little bit bigger. I don't want to make them extremely big, else they're going to, the screw's not going to, that's a 4, is that 4 or 3 mil, that one? 4. Mm. I like the turquoise inland on the cross. How does the bird feed sit in the feeder? You pour it in. You actually pour it in the center. In there. Yeah, that's come off. It's not dry enough yet. Right. I need to drill the hole. I'm going to use this one because it's taking far too long to do this. So. And if you're going to say I've left gaps, it's because of the rain, which I've already said. The wood's still too wet. Don't know if these are any longer or shorter or what. I think they are slightly longer. It's not going to work, is it? No, sir. Oh dear. Right. I'll leave that at the moment because I'd like to say I'm winning, but I don't think I am. What we're going to do here is drill with a smaller drill. And we're going to drill it there, hopefully. Just not happening, is it? You know what I mean? When you try. Right, we'll leave it at that now. Then what I've got to do then is put the roof on. And there you are, tree of life. That's another one I've done. What I need to do now is get a 3mm drill, really. What I really need to do. And I have got one connected to this drill down here, so I'm going to do that rather than keep swapping, which is what I should have done ages ago. Plug that into there. Got the noise cancelling on, so that's not a problem. I think is that long enough? Yep. Right, get 2 of these. First things first, let's put some glue on. The old Gorilla Glue. I think that's going to be about right. Let's and then through to there, like so. Oh, there you go. It's just snapped off. Ah, can't believe my luck. Cannot believe it. Oh dear. Did you ever get one of them days? I seem to be having too many of those days, to be fair. Oh dear. Let's do it a little bit further down. So I might be keeping this one as well. Right, I'm going to put 2 in here now. Don't forget, if anyone's new here and they like disaster movies, this is the channel for you. Never really I love that, the way it brings out the beauty in the wood. Just brings out a little texture. And also preserves the wood to a degree. Okay, we're nearly there. Okay. And what I might end up doing is putting the shingles in the roof on this one. But gone quite well. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to go and have a nice cup of coffee. It's 6:10 in the evening here. High North County, South City. Sorry that you've come at the wrong time because I'm just going to stop. Thank you, Billy. And there you go. Anyway, another bird feeder. Hopefully, you can join me tomorrow. Thank you, Mike. Thanks, everybody. And remember, whatever you do, do it well.